So the smaller shuttlecraft becomes the head and is stored in the bigger shuttlecraft. Guess that's the final frontier for you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rangers in space!
Controls to outer space now, flying higher than ever before. Rangers
In space!
Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers.
Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? Black Xana here, and welcome to part 4 of the Super Minipla Astro Megazord set from Power Rangers in Space, or rather known as Galaxy Mega from Mega Rangers. So, in the last 3 videos, we kind of opened this thing up and built the entire set. So for this video, we're just going to be reviewing the actual model that we've completed. So, and there's a bit of a background to this. So, before we get into that, quick close-up at the box. I know you've seen this before back in part 1 when we unboxed the darn thing. So, I'll let you guys see it once again. And camera is not focusing that well. A lot of Japanese writing on it. I don't care. I still like it. There is Mega Ranger on the top. And I got it flipped upside down. Whoops. Okay. And of course on the bottom, for ages 15 and up, and there's a lot of warnings. If you want to pause the video just to read all this, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'm moving this to the side. Okay, so here we have is the ship with the shuttle inside. The sword. So I'm going to move this. And of course, our little rocket blaster. So I do like this. I'll set this to the side as well for right now. So for right now, we have is the actual Astro Mega ship. Sorry, I almost lost the term there. It's been so long since I watched the In Space series. And this was basically the primary Zord or ship for the 5 Rangers that flew in space. I mean, it wasn't exactly until roughly the end of Turbo that we saw this in the first episode of In Space. Got 2 little gun turrets. Nothing much on the bottom, but it's not a bad ship. Of course, I wish I could do a comparison with its deluxe counterpart, but I'm quite alright with this. I really am. Now, there are a couple of holes on either side, plus down on the bottom. That's where the shield is kept for storage. So, that you can do with the little rocket blaster. So I'm going to take apart the little boosters. Once. And twice. And of course, what you can do here is take the boosters, and I've got these things flipped around, and plug them right in to either side. There's that. And that goes right there. Take this part and just plug it right down into either of these 2 holes in the bottom. This is where the light is not cooperating with me today. And then you got one on the bottom. So it's kind of fully powered up like this. I mean, it never showed this little feature back in the show, and I haven't quite seen the Mega Ranger counterpart episodes yet either, but I'm just may get around to it. But still, I really do like this set. It's not really that bad. Okay. I'm just gonna lower the camera a bit because this is really getting out of hand. Alright, so enough of that. There's also another function with the rocket blaster, or boosters, however you want to call it. I just like to say it how it is. Okay. And don't worry, nothing broke. This is Minipla, it happens. Switch the boosters around like that. I'm going to fold in the handle. Close in the turret. You got yourself a little Nasada shuttle thing, or at least half of it. Speaking of shuttles, in fact, I'll set that down right there. The Astro Megaship does have a bit of a gimmick where you can split this open to reveal the little shuttle. It's just right in there. You can see it. I'd say it's a nice little hideaway for it. Now, I really don't want to destroy the stickers, so I need to unpeg a few things carefully. Not exactly wanting to transform the shuttle, or at least the ship. Just make things a little loose. I really don't want to damage the stickers, so come on. There you go. Okay, so I'll set that down for right now. And this is the Astro Shuttle that forms up the head to its Megazord form. We'll get to that later. What you can do with the little shuttle, if it's not detached inside the ship, is have it act out like a rocket ship. So you use this little hole here and a little peg that was on the handle, and just combine it like so. Of course, this part here is going to go into this little hole just to make things fit. All right, and then there is that. So it does right on the boosters just for a liftoff. If you stand it up, it almost makes it look like it's about to go into space. Except it's okay, so it would seem that the pegs on the back, it makes it tilt. Should have seen that part coming. Oh well. Okay, so transforming the Astro Megaship into the Astro Megazord is something super, super easy. Regardless that this is a Minipla model set, there is some parts forming that's required. So to do that, we're going to have to take it apart in a few places, and of course they will be reattached. And believe you me, I really hate how this goes in such a way. Not entirely, but in some places. Okay, so to transform it, I've already put the shuttle back in. So, as you can see, there are little tiny fins there. And In fact, what I'll do is just take it right out again after opening these up. I want you guys to see this, what it looks like without the fins in. Of course, I have to get it out carefully. There. And did I damage the stickers at all? No? Okay, it looks fine. Okay, so that's out, and close this back up. And there you go. That's what it looks like without the fin. It's a bit ridiculous, I know. Personally, I'd rather have the shuttle inside it just to complete the look. Okay, so I'm going to put that shuttlecraft down there. And like I said, I'm going to take it apart a bit. So I'm going to remove the two landing gears that'll become the arms. So there goes one. And then there's that. Of course, there are strange holes in the back here. Get to that later. And if I can just get the shield detached. Bollocks. Okay. There it goes. There it goes. All right. So there's what the back or the bottom looks like without the without the kibble. And I would have to say it makes a very decent saucer from above, and almost think that an alien is coming to adopt you. But no, not really. This is just a simple toy. Okay, enough joking around. Alright, so twist the turrets to the side, each. Split the main shuttle bay open again. Bring it like so. You got that big M right there. And carefully. Oh, we just. I'm about to goof myself. Okay, so bottom has these legs pegged in, so undo one, undo the other. Now we get to unpeg them. Alright. There goes that. Straighten them out like so. Give them a bit of a twist. Fold the fins in to make a sort of skirt. Oop. This part always baffles me whenever I try to strain the legs out. Complete hassle. I, of course, also want to be careful when transforming it, because, as it so happens, because of the tiny stickers that are on here, they may wind up peeling off, and I'll have to use super glue just to get them back on. And it's a complete hassle there. Okay, so I want to put these things back on. Okay, this one goes over here. Now, the back where these arms are supposed to plug in, these things are double holes. So, you have one for its Megazord mode and another for its combined mode. And even though they're smushed together, at least they're identifiable in a hexagon shape. So, stuck this one back on. And if you can see right there, you'll notice what I mean. Mine is not cooperating today, I swear. Okay, now there's that. Alright, now that the arms are reattached, just bring them forward like so until they peg into place. And you want to push these two things down. I'll extend them into proper arms. And of course, give them a bit of an articulated pose. I mean, I know it's not deluxe, it's a Minipla, and Miniplas have all sorts of articulation, and I really do like these things. Okay, lastly, take the shuttle here. The same peg hole is going to prop right on top to this peg over here. It'll also give it a bit of a neck joint move it, and we'll get to that later. What you do here is take the back of the shuttle and rotate it on a double hinge, and lift the front of the shuttle. That will reveal the face right there. And of course, it's really painted. No, why can't that camera get a decent shot? It never focuses right. And of course, front part is also on a double hinge, so lower it straight down. There's a tiny peg here that's going to go into a tiny hole over here that'll just lock into place. Just get it. Come on. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you have to play with these things. And then you just place it right on top, and there you go. You have the Astro Megazord. And I really do have to say, I do like this thing. So I'll give him a quick rotate. No, in fact, why don't I move the camera up just a bit? Okay. I've got to say, I really do like this thing. And basically, this was my first Minipla set I got into. And as much as my first one broke, this is basically a replacement set. Of course, I'm not going to complain. And it's not really too bad. Now, of course, this Megazord does come with a shield. The bottom that was on the ship is double layered with a put away handle. Doesn't exactly fold in a hinge, but it stores in there. Okay. Twist and push in. What are we doing? Yeah, okay. Twist and push in. Okay. Then we take the little handle, and of course you can try to place it in on either peg here, but not quite in the center, because that one, it does not fit into the handle here, so. Okay, so there goes that. But there's a hinge within the handle that you can turn either left or right while he's holding it. So there goes that. All right. And if you want, you can also give him back his little blaster, which I'll do in just a moment. I have to rotate the boosters on this thing. So pop out the handle, and then the little stock. Put it right in. Come on. And then there's that. Yeah. Of course, if you're not okay with the blaster, you can, however, just give him his Astro Megazord saber instead. His big sword. Now, even though that this is a Minipla, unlike deluxes, these things carry a lot and lots of articulation. So let's get into that. As much as I like this figure. Okay. So you've already seen a few joints back in the transformation features. You can make his feet go in and out, forward and back, however you want. A bit of a pivot there. I would say that this is on a ball joint, but it's not real. Or is it on a ball joint? I have no idea. Okay. Back the legs, you have something of a double knee bend. Primarily, it's right over here where my finger is. If you want to give it a double knee bend, then that's fine. I mean, there's like a joint back in the main section here. This big blue thing. So, not really sure how you want to put it. Let me remove this arm for a moment. We continue. You can basically get an in and out. Of course, the red fin is in the way. So, in and out like so. You can even try to do it forward and back. Skirt is on a hinge flap. Actually, the side skirts are on flaps. I completely got tongue-tied there. That's not supposed to happen. So, at least there's that. Waist movement is on a ball joint, so you can make him turn left or turn right. Give him a few crunches. You can extend it, however. So, if you want to do a little deeper ab crunch or give him some sort of a dynamic posability. All right. So push that back in. Put the arm back on, like so. Okay, so this one's holding a shield. I think I'm going to take that off. Okay, and get into this arm. The wrist is on a ball joint. So you can move that about however you want. You can also twist it as a 360 degrees, but still has decent movement. Elbows are about, I want to say 90 degrees to, or maybe a bit farther. Yeah. So, okay, I don't have my protractor, and I have no idea how far that is. Oh my goodness. Oh well. At least it's decent. You can also make the arm go in and out however you want. And for rotation-wise, there's also a 360 spin. Yeah. Okay, be careful with that 360. You can make these things pop out. Oops. Okay. Now, lastly, the head. I did say that there was something of a neck joint a few minutes ago, so here it is. You can make it look up, which is not too bad. There's also a swivel joint from within the shuttle. We can move the head, look left, or look right, however you want. I will be caution about this. If you try to move the head, try not to move those stickers too much. I mean, again, they are very tiny and they will try to peel right off. So try not to do that. No. But it's still not too bad. Oop! Careful as you try to pull the back there. Speaking of the back, there's that, and the two little pegs. Speaking of pegs, those two little pegs go into those two little holes if you want to put it back into spaceship mode. So, it's not really that big of a deal. Maybe. Okay. But again, I really do like this model very much. Let's see here. Now, as much as this is a two-piece set, this is only one of them, and it does combine with the Delta Megazord. Speaking of, there's that. You still have to build the dang thing. And still waiting in its box. So anyway, I do like this model. I do like how it turned out. Wish I did a little more work on it by getting rid of those nub marks, but what can you do? It's how I built it, so not gonna complain. I like it. So in any case, as much as we're done with the Astro Megazord for right now, join me next time in part 5 when we open up the Delta Megazord, or Delta Mega, however you want to call it. and basically build a section or two. I don't know how long we'll get into that. Again, I don't want to make these videos that long. Well, at least this one turned out short. So I'll probably see you all until part 5. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for any new videos. Speaking of which, I'll be back with many more good videos. And until then, this is Black Xana saying, tower deactivated, and I will see you all until next time. Bye.
So, let me get this straight. You're some sort of transformer where your head comes off and is stored inside of you, and both parts can transform into their own shuttlecrafts.
Well, yes. Basically, I can also wield a sword and a shield, as well as a gun. However, I can only store about 2 of them on my vehicle mode. Not the sword, I'm afraid.
So can I, except mine is made from energon.
And a very nice sword at that.
Why, yes. Yes, it is. And so is yours. By the way, are you an Autobot or Decepticon?
You one of Astronomer's monsters? Or you a friend?
Let's say this meeting never happened, and we go about our business.
Agreed. Before one of us has to fight the other.
Power Rangers, oh, Power Rangers, oh, Power Rangers.